Hey, crypto family. So, we're going to go over three more news items today. The first item is by Crypto Coin News, and it says Crypto Powered Football League adds NFL stars Marshawn Lynch and Richard Sherman. So, this is pretty cool. You have the Football League wanting to get into cryptos now, and a lot of big celebrity names are coming into the mix. So, it says NFL stars Marshawn Lynch and Richard Sherman have joined the fan controlled football league, the FCFL, a crypto powered football league, as team owners. Says Lynch and Sherman will also serve as fan captains for their respective franchises when the FCFL's inaugural season kicks off in June of 2019. Now, the big thing with this is one, I mean, you have football players getting into the crypto space, which is going to spread awareness. But it says also the FCFL is a blockchain based real world sports league where fans make all the decisions. They hire the coaches, draft the players, and call the plays in real time. They also name the teams and design the logos. So this is a new concept, and it's going to be interesting to see exactly how this comes about, whenever June of 2019 comes around. But for fans to be able to actually control the results and control, in game what's going on, it's going to be really cool, and I'm very excited to see that. So scrolling down here, you can see they actually had an ICO that they were trying to raise in December of 2017, which they raised over $5.2 million. And it was through Indiegogo, which is, one of the crowdfunding platforms. And it says it was raised by venture capitalist Joe Montana, who joined the Crypto Powered League as an investor and chief strategic advisor in September of 2018. But it was actually, they actually ended up giving refunds. So it says, quote, after many, many hours spent with our legal counsel and advisors, we decided that the best course of action was to delay our fan token generation event until the launch of a fully completed FCFL platform with which the fan tokens can interact with utility function. So basically, they're citing regulatory concerns, and there was just a lot of laws and everything that, since if they would have issued the tokens before the actual league happened, then there wasn't really any use for the tokens, and then they would get into more sticky situations, so to speak. So they figured it was best to give refunds to everyone and just wait until the actual launch of that platform before they issue those tokens and have that ICO. And it says the game will be live streamed on Twitch. So FCFL games will be played in a high-tech production studio equipped with drones, sensors, and wearables with seating for 1,000 fans. The game will be streamed in real time through Twitch. So again, they're trying to get into, latest technology here, using drones, using all kinds of studio equipment and sensor wearables. So like I said, it's going to be pretty cool. They're really putting the blockchain technology to use in the current market today. And again, trying to get that integrated with sports is something I'm definitely looking forward to. And, hopefully we'll see that with basketball, soccer, and just, every other sport out there. So it'll, again, just increase that mainstream adoption. Now, next article of news is about the SEC, and they are social media influencers, their attack basically on social media influencers who promoted crypto ICOs. So if you remember, I made a video a couple days ago about Floyd Mayweather and DJ Khaled and how they were fined by the SEC for illegally promoting an ICO. Well, again, it mentions them here, and it says the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission is actively cracking down on crypto initial coin offering projects, and a top official said earlier this year that dozens of cases are pending. So they're looking at all these celebrities who promoted ICOs and did not disclose that they were being compensated for that purchase. So they're basically acting like, they're a financial advisor, so to speak, because they're promoting it, but they're not disclosing that they're being paid. So it's like they're the expert. So talks about, they first already cracked down on Floyd Mayweather and DJ Khaled, and then they're also expected to, crack down on a lot more celebrities. And again, they mentioned on their Twitter, SEC_enforcement, that, again, their media influencers are often paid promoters, not investment professionals. And this is regardless whether issuing using traditional certificates or on the blockchain that could be frauds. So another thing with this is also listing, most ICOs are securities. So they also want to crack down on any exchange that is selling coins that are listed as securities, and they have and they aren't registered, then they could be committing an unlawful act because they're selling unregistered securities. So it mentions Coinbase announces its interest in listing Stellar, Cardano, 0x, Zcash, and Basic Attention Token. And, they've already listed 3 out of the 5. So we'll have to be looking and see, listing that Stellar and Cardano. Those are the last 2 that need to be listed. So again, look for those. whenever you're thinking about some coins that could pop in the near future. But Coinbase did list those because they are not securities. So Coinbase is making sure to take their steps very carefully because they know that the SEC is really cracking down on a lot of this stuff. And in general, they're just trying to make the crypto space safer. But I know it's a pain for a lot of people and exchanges to have to comply with all these laws. So this is some of the things we have to go through in order to get crypto to the mainstream and for investors to actually want to invest in this space and knowing that their money is safe. Then last but not least, mentioning, the SEC wanting to crack down on ICOs. Now it's also says get ready for crypto sanctions enforcement. So those who don't know, the United States put a lot of sanctions on different countries, basically meaning that those countries cannot get compensation from U.S. parties. So, a lot of these countries are like Venezuela, North Korea, Iran, a lot of, countries that are doing a lot of illegal activities. U.S. basically implied sanctions. Now, a way for these countries to get around that is to actually use cryptocurrencies. And that's what it says here. It says the OFAC, which is the Department Office of Foreign Assets Control, sanctioned 2 Iranian officials for cyber attacks against U.S. networks. For the first time ever, OFAC targeted both the individuals who committed the offense and their associated Bitcoin addresses. So this is pretty cool. They're able to track down the Bitcoin addresses and associate that with those people. Just one of the reasons where, blockchain can also be used to track people down. It says OFAC is announcing a clear message to the industry: comply with sanction laws or pay the price. It says economic sanctions result from U.S. government policy decisions that certain countries, governments, individuals, or companies shouldn't be allowed to transact with, quote, U.S. persons. And then it also says OFAC has broad authority to impose sanctions based on perceived threats to U.S. national security. So, any U.S. person that's trying to transact with other countries with Bitcoin, trying to be secretive, OFAC is trying to crack down on that. And again, they're showing that here. So this is just another thing where they're getting more into crypto and, they're kind of showing their cards and that they're really trying to stop any illegal activity that's going on. And again, trying to circumvent that and track those people down. So it's good to see, a lot of times crypto is in the spotlight for illegal activities, but you see here that they're able to catch those criminals still, even with them using Bitcoin address, because, even if people believe it, Bitcoin is not fully anonymous. So, those coins, you have Monero and other privacy coins, which are more anonymous than Bitcoin. So they're able to use Bitcoin to still being able to track down these addresses, which is good. And it helps, a lot of times catch these criminals who try to circumvent these laws. So it's one of the things that's going on. And you can see, really trying to bring crypto to the mainstream here, but it's just with all the manipulation going on between the hard forks and everything, basically it's just trying to first get everything regulated. And then second, make sure that laws are complied with. And that goes for exchanges, countries, and everything in between. So hopefully that we can get that done sooner than later so that we can get that Bitcoin ETF to come out and again, get more investors into the space. So with that, if y'all enjoyed this video, please give it a like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't. It really helps me out. Until next time, thanks for watching.